Hi, everyone. Several months ago, I had somebody, a friend of mine, who owns a plumbing company, and he asked me if I could make magnet QR codes for his work vans in his truck. And I told him, I said, "Gosh, I've never done that before, but I want to try it." So here's what I did. This is the final design that's in Cricut Design Space. So I'm going to minimize that. The website that I used was QR code generator. That's it right there. Not promoting, and I'm not affiliated with them whatsoever. I'm just showing you which one I used. And then you're going to open up that website that you're making a QR code for. If you spell it right, it helps. There it is, Vera Plumbing. And that's the QR code. Well, let me click on the actual website. And that's going to open up. And then you're just going to copy and paste by highlighting it. I'm going to right click copy, go back to the QR code generator website, and paste it. Then it's going to generate that QR code for you. Then you can download it into your computer and then upload it up into Cricut Design Space. I'm not going to show you how to do that in this video. All right, so let's minimize all of this and go back to Cricut Design Space. Now I'm going to be cutting this image out right here. So how I did that, I'm going to go ahead and, just to be safe, I'm going to duplicate this one and put this one to sleep. I went ahead and highlighted it and I sliced it. And there's going to be two choices that you have here. That's the one that you want, not the one with the frame. Although you could do it, the one with the frame if you want. It's whatever you want to do. So ultimately, you're going to be weeding it out. So we're going to be using this one right here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put that to sleep. Hope I'm not going too fast for you. And put that to sleep. Okay. He wants the magnet size to be 8 by 8. So I'm going to make the vinyl size 7.5 by 7.5. I'm going to come over to make it. And it's going to cut this out. I'm using Cricut Smart Vinyl, permanent vinyl. That's what I'd used before, and it worked great. It's rained and the magnets stay on great. So let me cut this out, and then we'll go to the craft room, the craft table, and put it together for you. So the challenge has always been making sure that you are removing the correct part of the QR code. And I'm speaking for myself. Other people probably are like, yeah, it's not a big deal. But for me, I went through a couple of these. Just trying to figure out which one I should be pulling apart. All right, so I went ahead and did a printout of how it's supposed to look, just kind of as a guide. And then this is the car magnet stuff that I bought. If I can find out, it's been so long, I don't remember who it was that I bought this from, but maybe I can look and see. It comes in a 12 by 24 like this. So it's not a bad business to get into, I'm just saying. Super easy. I thought that this was magnet sheets that I could put in my printer, but I was incorrect on that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and, I don't know if you guys can actually see it. Put it into position that it is in on here. So it's going to go like this, I believe. It might go like this. It's really hard to see because of the glare. Looks like this is the right way. Okay, so here's the fun, tricky part. So I'm going to pull that down. I'm going to go really, really slow. And you'll start seeing this part here come to life. Making sure that it's matching up. I've got this one right here. I've got this one there. Doing good so far. And so that's going to be that. All right, I'm going to stop it right there. And go ahead and finish pulling that one up there. And then this here is just extra. And really, I'm going to suggest you really take your time with this. And I'm going to pull off this one here. Another thing that you can do that might be helpful is to go through each and every one that you want to pull off and just put a little Sharpie mark on it. Okay, maybe not that one. Oh, that one dried out on me. Okay, well, I think you know what I mean. Just, actually, I don't know why this dried out on me. I'm just going to get a scrap vinyl here. Okay, there we go. It came back. And just, one of my hairs, going bald, put a little mark on it. Like that's the one that I want to pull. That's the one that you want to weed out. I'm having a hard time seeing this because of the glare. Okay, there we go. So look, you already have your one square. Nice, huh? Okay, so it's gonna take, I want to take my time with this and I don't want to waste your time going through this slowly. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish it, and then I'll come back to you and show you the finished product and how we transfer it onto this magnet. Be right back. Okay, it is all done weeding. Now, to make sure that you have removed everything, I actually see one right there that I missed. You want to scan it before you put it on the magnet sheet. Get that off my finger there. All right, so I'm going to hold it up, get on into my scan mode on my phone. And that will probably cause it to not work. Okay. Just gonna hold that down. I'm gonna hold up my scan thing on my phone. And it went to the right website. So we're good to go. Now, when I go to put the transfer tape on here, I want to make sure that I am I should be using a paper cutter so that it's straight, but you'll see here in a minute what I'm talking about. Whoa. I don't want to leave any space here. I want it to be pretty close so that I can line it up evenly the best that I can. I am using a piece of transfer tape that I have used before. You don't need to waste your transfer tape and throw it away each time. Just keep the paper that it came with and you can put it right back. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, this was, and I remember now, because when I did it before, a bit of a challenge. So I'm going to get my transfer tape out here. I'm just going to put that under that magnet sheet. And then I'll come down here to the bottom and get that lined up as best that I can. I'm not worried about the transfer tape being crooked. What I am concerned about is I don't want it to buckle and wrinkle. I want it to be straight on with no buckles and no wrinkles, nothing. So let's go ahead and get my little squeegee thing out here. I'm going to do the front, and then I'm going to flip it around, and I'm going to squeegee the back. Okay, I've gone a little bit too fast. I got to slow down. I usually use a ruler, but I wasn't able to find it. Okay, squeegee down, squeegee down. Take your time. Okay, the transfer tape's a little bit off, but since this is a big piece, it'll be okay. All right, I'm gonna also use this. I'm having some pain in my right shoulder. I'm gonna use my left hand. Gonna be getting a shoulder replacement here in October. Okay, I'm gonna lift this up and squeegee the back. So I will be out of the crafting for a while, the end of October. Now I'm just going to take my shirt here. I don't want anything on it. Great. All right, so let's slowly peel this off, making sure everything goes up on the transfer tape. Now, if you're going to be using your weeding tool, try not to make holes in it, in the vinyl, because that's not going to look good. It's not going to look professional. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of help here and there. There we go. Just going to go underneath it if it looks like it's having a hard time coming up. Just like that. It also helps, this also helps too. Okay, gonna go underneath that, help lift it up. Go underneath it, just like so. It's like surgery. Not quite. Okay. So I find another challenging part for this is getting the vinyl image straight on the magnet sheet. And I have to tell you, once it hits the magnet sheet, it's down. You may have to like pick it off manually and reposition it. I'm using Cricut transfer tape, if you're curious. Be sure to always scan it before you put it on your magnet or wherever you're going to do it, business cards. Make sure that it gets to that website that you've created the QR code to. Okay, we're halfway there. It's the little squares quite often that get left behind. Hang in there, almost done. Ooh, it's sticky. Got a little square coming up here, so I'm going to think ahead. Pick that up. And the last one. Okay. This is no good anymore, so toss that. Okay, and this is why I said it's helpful to cut around the transfer tape.
It doesn't matter what side I put it on. So I'm gonna leave about a 1/2 inch on the bottom and on the sides. Yeah, can you guys see that? Yeah. And try to make it as straight as possible. And I don't want to just set it down. I want to start, so have it kind of curl up like this, but not get in your way. Go over just a tiny bit more and then up. And straight. Whoops. Apparently I can't talk and do this at the same time, so bear with me. Okay, so before I commit 100%, looks like it's good. Get my scraper tool again and do the same thing. We don't want any bubbles. That means we'd have to lift it up and try to get that one piece or whatever that's bubbled to come up and lay down, which, trust me. Now, I don't understand why this is, no, it's not going on crooked. Okay. Whoa. There we go. And I'm going to also brayer it. Good. Well, let's go ahead and see how that's going to come up. You have your handy dandy weeding tool here. Just gonna put my hand right there. Follow it over. This is really good transfer tape. I'm really having to pull hard on it. Making sure that everything's staying on the magnet sheet. And it looks like it is. Awesome. And then I'm gonna put that right on my transfer paper. Then I'm gonna come around here and see, like, there's little bubbles here. I'm just gonna brayer those down. Some of them you kind of have to give a little bit of help with your fingernail. It's just a little air pocket. Just move it right out like so. And I don't need to do that part well on this video, but anyway, we're done. We did it. It looks great and it works great. So give it a try. Try it on a little one first, maybe. Thanks everybody for watching and being so patient through this process. If I have any questions or comments, leave it in the comment section and I'll get back to you. And I just bumped the camera. Thanks. Have a good day.